So the main card of UFC Fight Night Israel Adesanya versus Nassourdine Imavov is in an hour. We're an hour out from it. I was supposed to cover the whole card, but I got too tired in between work, school, all that shit. So I'll cover the main card. I'll give you guys my predictions right now, and then go live in an hour to live stream my reaction uh, of the main card. So here we go. First fight of the main card. Uh, and in an hour, I mean by 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the main card is going to start today. First fight on the main card, Fares Ziam versus Mike Davis. I've seen Fares Ziam fight before. He's really well-rounded. Great striking, great grappling. Mike Davis is a great fighter as well. I like his grappling more so than his striking. And Mike Davis appears to be the favorite, which I'm surprised about. I like Fares Ziam. I'm going to go with Fares Ziam to win that fight. Next fight, Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Vinicius Oliveira. Vinicius also appears to have some pretty great striking with a semblance of ground game as well. But I don't think it's going to be enough to beat Saeed Nurmagomedov. Saeed is the favorite, and I agree with the picking of who's the favorite in this fight. I think Saeed's going to win. His grappling, his striking, it's all there. It's been there for a while. He's a well-rounded fighter, and the Nurmagomedov thing doesn't hurt him. But he's not like Khabib's close family. But it's the whole Russian thing kind of makes fighters, formidable at times, and he looks pretty damn formidable. So I like his chances. I'm gonna go with Saeed Nurmagomedov to beat Vinicius Oliveira. The two fights I just told you about, the Fares Ziam versus Mike Davis fight and the Saeed Nurmagomedov versus Vinicius Oliveira fight, both of those fights, I think Fares Ziam and Saeed Nurmagomedov both win via decision. I think it's a close fight between both of their opponents. I think it's going to be back-to-back decision wins. Next up, Sergey Pavlovich, Jairzinho Rozenstruik. Sergey's the favorite. I understand why. You look at Sergey and you look past his recent loss, and he had that win streak where he's knocking out all these big names, and then he got himself to a title shot against Tom Aspinall, and just got knocked the fuck out against Tom Aspinall. So, seeing him now and what he's been doing now, he just recently fought. Oh man, what the fuck is this guy's name? Alexander Volkov, and Volkov kind of just, whooped him. Absolutely whooped him. So I don't know whether Sergey was willing to change his style for this fight in terms of dealing with longer fighters in terms of like range and usage of range. But going in a fight against Jairzinho Rozenstruik, it's the same thing. Jairzinho, when he fought Bam Tuivasa, utilized his range. He was able to utilize the jab, the 1-2 punches to throw Bam Bam off his game and just kind of absolutely just piece up Bam Bam throughout the entire fight. And that's what I think Jairzinho is going to bring to this fight. I think Jairzinho, if he hopes to win against Sergey, is going to have to utilize the straight punches as well, just like Alexander Volkov was able to do. Because when you utilize straight punches against a fighter like Sergey Pavlovich, it keeps Sergey Pavlovich at bay. It doesn't let him get close enough to throw these hammering, powerful hooks and overhands. Instead, he's limited to just trying to get past the jab the whole night. So I think Jairzinho is going to come into this fight utilizing straight punches, throwing Sergey Pavlovich off his game just like Alexander Volkov did, and beating Sergey via decision. I'm going to give it to Jairzinho Rozenstruik. I don't think Sergey has improved, given his attitude, especially, when losing fights, he gets very frustrated in his head about things. So, I don't know. I'm still a Sergey Pavlovich fan, not as much as one as I was before he got the title shot, but still, I think, he's still got potential. He's got a fuck ton of power, and I wouldn't be mad if he was able to beat Jairzinho. I just think Jairzinho is going to beat him, given what he's been doing recently. So, yeah, I'm going to give it to Jairzinho Rozenstruik on that one. Next up, This is a good one. Shara Bullet Magomedov against Michael Venom Page. Both extremely talented fighters, extremely talented strikers. Very dynamic, very cool, like ninja-like, both of them. It's going to be a high pace, high precision strikers match, almost like a kickboxing match, a Muay Thai match, whatever you want to call it. Is going to be fucking flying elbows, spinning back fists, head kicks, flying kicks, push kicks, all types of kicks, all types of punches. I expect it to be a brilliant, amazing, fireworks type striking performance that doesn't go the full 3 or 5 rounds. I don't think it does. Just given how accurate both fighters are, somebody's going to connect and somebody's going out. I think in this fight, I think Michael Venom Page is going to be the one that goes out. We've seen MVP go out before when he gets like kind of too carefree with his striking. I'm not saying Michael Venom Page is going to come in here being too carefree, but I think Shara is going to find another precise opening and he's going to do what he does or what he's been doing, which is creating these crazy highlight reel knockouts. And I'm sure Shara will get another one in this fight. MVP will have moments. Obviously, he's an excellent striker. And I even considered him at one point the British Anderson Silva, the way he was striking and putting on a show. But I do not think he'll beat Shara Bullet. I think Shara Bullet's going to find, like I said, some way to connect on something big that puts MVP out before the final bell. I'm going to go round 2, Shara Bullet knockout. And last but not least, the main event, the main fight, the headlining fight. Like I said, the main event, basically. The main event is Adesanya versus Nassourdine Imavov. Big fight. Izzy's like first fight in a while that hasn't been for a title. Nassourdine Imavov is a talented fighter with really nice straight punches, great accuracy, and his grappling has been steadily improving, especially his counter grappling, but he doesn't need the grappling for this fight because Izzy doesn't grapple. So this is more so going to be a sniper match, in terms of like long range striking. Israel Adesanya is a UFC legend. No matter what he does in this fight, he could fucking lose in 30 seconds and still be a UFC legend because of all he's done in the UFC for the UFC. And it's all been amazing things. I'm a hardcore Israel Adesanya fan. That being said, I am very skeptical about what he's going to bring for this fight. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, this is gonna be easy for Izzy. Izzy's gonna get this done so quick." Look at what Izzy's been able to get done in his recent 2 fights. Nothing much, Nassourdine Imavov is hungry, powerful, sharp, and skilled. Just like Sean Strickland was, just like Dricus was, So I don't know. It's a very nerve-wracking fight. I really, really, really want Izzy to win. But we all have to also understand that Izzy's coming off of 2 losses. One of which was a submission. The other one, a decision, but a really, a really blatant decision win. Where Strickland was able to drop Izzy at one point. So Nassourdine Imavov is, like I said, is also a gifted puncher and striker, especially with those straight punches. Very similar to what Strickland threw at Izzy. So I don't know. I think it's a close fight. I don't remember what result I gave in my first video about this fight, but looking at the 2 fighters and what I think right now, especially leading up to this fight happening within the next couple hours, I'm not going to leave Izzy, and I'm going to go with Izzy. Izzy scares me, especially, like I said, with his recent performances. He's really going to scare me in this fight. But I can't leave one of my GOATs, like literally top 3 favorite, top 4 favorite fighters ever. Israel Adesanya is there for me. So I'm going to go with Izzy. I'm going to go with Izzy with a final round knockout. I think this fight is an all-out war, long-range style throughout the first 2, or if this is 5, then the first 4 rounds. and it comes down to the final round where both fighters are swinging and Izzy finds something perfect. Whether it's a punch or a kick, it's just a perfectly timed counter strike that knocks Nassourdine Imavov out. I see it happening. I trust in it happening. I'm going with my boy. Can't can't desert him. It's got to happen. It has to happen. It will happen. But overall, you let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next.